I know what you're thinking, Chris. You said you're moving to South Korea and the first thing you did at the airport was buy a Krispy Kreme donut? This is not just any Krispy Kreme donut. This is probably half the reason I'm moving to Korea. This is a Pikachu Krispy Kreme donut. Wow. It's so beautiful looking at it, I don't even want to eat it. But you read the title right. I am moving to Korea, at least I think so. I got a nice visa here, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about why I'm moving here, why I left Vietnam, why I decided not to stay in the US. But we have to get a train first to the city center because it's pretty far. We arrived in Incheon, it's like an hour from here. This should be us, airport train. There's a lot of ways to get to the city center, but I just opt for the trains because I like them more. So there are two types of trains. There's the all-stop one, which just means it stops at every stop, and then there's the express, which means it goes straight to Seoul Station, and that's the one that we're taking. It's a little more expensive, but I think it's worth it. It saves you like 40, 50 minutes, so totally worth it. This airport is really beautiful though. Like, it almost kind of looks like I'm in a shopping mall. There was like tons of food, restaurants and stuff, and then it's just like very beautifully decorated. This is I think these are the trains right here. Very futuristic looking. That's what people say. They say Korea and Japan are living in the future. You can kind of see why. So you can't buy your tickets straight at like machines like this, but you can see it's really, really crowded. I booked mine at actually a discount through today's sponsor, Klook, and it's really easy. You just buy the ticket on the app, and then you just come in here, you click activate ticket, you choose the day you want to activate it for and the time, and activate it. It just gives you a QR code. No need to wait in line and buy a ticket or anything, so really, really easy. And then you just take this and you go through the gate and scan the QR code. Nice. Had to get it up like right up to the QR code machine, but that was really easy. It was right from the phone. I love having everything on my phone. It makes it so much easier. I don't have to stand in line. I don't have to worry about losing the ticket. It's all on my phone. Just have to worry about keeping the battery charged. So I do have just a few minutes before my train arrives, so this should give me just enough time to both eat my Pikachu donut and tell you a little bit more about today's sponsor, Klook. Klook is an experience booking app that you can use to book transport tickets like I just did. You can also book day tours, you can book entrance tickets, a lot of different stuff. It's extremely fast and easy to use, and I actually booked this Airx Express train ticket while I was still on the plane, and you guys saw I literally activated it as I was walking up. Plus, Klook does offer frequent discounts, so I think my ticket that I booked was like $1 cheaper. I'll take it. I love Klook, so I was really excited when they reached out to sponsor a video, and I highly recommend that you use Klook on your next trip, no matter what the destination is. You can download Klook by scanning the QR code on screen or by clicking the link down below, and viewers who use the code CHRISMIX can get a discount on their next booking. So thank you again to Klook for sponsoring this video, and let's get on the train and head to Seoul. Okay, Pikachu lost an ear on the walk here, but it's still pretty good. Pikachu looks all sad now. So if you guys can't tell, you're gonna figure out pretty quickly that like I love public transport. And one of the reasons I love it so much in Asia is that it's just always on time. It's so good. So the train's supposed to arrive, it leaves at 2:48 and it arrived at 2:46. I mean, it's just perfectly on time. Your car 5 seat 2D. So that's us right here. One of the best things about some of these trains in Asia is that you get free public Wi-Fi. So this train literally has, I wonder how fast it is. Jesus. So South Korea does have some of the best internet in the world, but it is crazy. This is literally faster than my home Wi-Fi in college. And it's on a train. Just insane. Welcome to Seoul Station. It was really quick. It was like a 40-minute ride all the way from Incheon. One of the biggest things I love about Korea that I didn't get a place like Vietnam is just the sheer amount of nature in a big city like Seoul. Like this, despite that Seoul is one of the biggest cities in the world, you still get nature. You saw that on the ride here. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And like right near Seoul Station even is like a little nice hiking area. There's a place called Namsan, which I'm about to go to. And I gotta take a bus. Now you can use cash, but it's a lot easier in Korea just to get something called a T-Money card, which they have these like little, almost like vending machines where you can buy your transportation cards. I already have one, so I'm not gonna do it, but the amount of automation in Korea is just kind of insane. I mean, literally everywhere. This is like a little sweet shop. You order at the kiosk. I mean, even like a sit-down restaurant like this, automated kiosk. But like obviously there's good and bad to that, right? Like everything's automated, so it's convenient. You don't have to like wait in line, stuff like that. Everything moves very fast. But then you also don't get any human interaction. You know, I coming from America, like I love my small talk, which Korea is not really a society built around that, but you give and you take a little bit. The bus I need to take, so the great thing, I love this about Korea, they have something called Kakao Map, and you can see the bus and you can see literally how long before it arrives. So this one has 6 minutes and 38 seconds, and I can see how crowded it is. It says it's empty. It's just crazy, just how much information there is. You know, and it's just little luxuries too, like people, like cars and stuff waiting for you, which is just, it's just little things you just don't have to worry about. It's just nice, you know, stuff that I didn't really get in Vietnam. It's just nice, especially the older I get. There's less things I won't have to worry about. You know, I get tired of driving and watching out for everything all the time, so it's just nice when things work and things are convenient and safe. Right on time.
여기는 한양도성 녹색교통지역입니다. 맑고 쾌적한 서울을 위해 대중교통을 이용해 주셔서 감사합니다.
I don't even think I was on that bus like 15 minutes, and I'll walk up here because there's a really good view. This isn't, we still gotta like take a little bit of a hike, but you can just see like how much more greenery there is over here. Oh, I mean, just look at this view. 15 minutes from Seoul Station. This is what I'm talking about with Korea. I think Korea is so underrated in terms of like, especially Seoul in terms of its nature and just the nature city, you know, urban combination. I just think you really can't beat it with Seoul, especially with how good the public transport is. I mean, just look how gorgeous this is. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine like in the winter or at night walking through here? Gosh, these houses are so cute, so beautiful, so quiet, clean. Sometimes like when I'm in America and stuff, I'm like, man, do I really want to live in Korea? You know, it's like, it's just so homogeneous and stuff, but then you get here to a place like this and you just see how quiet and beautiful it is. And yet you're like 10 minutes away from Hongdae, and you know, I'm literally just a walk up the stairs to get to a mountain. You really just can't beat this. Also, I almost clicked this thing because I thought it was like for a crosswalk, like turn on light. It's not. I think this is pretty sure to call for help or call the police or something. These all just change by themselves. You don't need to click that button. Namsan Durlegil. I think that means like the trail. Yeah, okay. Manbu Jie. This is like the Namsan Trail. Just nice. I mean, it's not like, I was gonna say it's not like a crazy like amount of nature, but no, it really is. Like pine trees. One thing I really did miss, and this is just because this is where I'm from Colorado. I just love like northern cold type of like plants and stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I love Vietnam. I think, you know, Vietnam has some beautiful places. You know, the jungles are very beautiful. But I do just love pine trees and just this kind of cold climate sort of plants that you get. It still just blows my mind that this is 15 minutes from Seoul Station. Bing! I think I want to go to Namsan Seoul Tower. Namsan Seoul Tower. Like 500 meters up. My Korean's gonna take a little bit of work, but we're getting there, Those ladies down there are hiking without shoes. They're like the Korean Bear Grylls. First question, how did they get a bike all the way up here? There's gotta be like oh, there's a road. I didn't realize there's a road because it's so quiet down there. The bus goes straight up here, that's funny. I think the most interesting thing though is that, like, even though you get all these gorgeous views, just right around the corner is a 7-Eleven. Let's get a snack, I'm starving. Pizza flavored chips. Banana milk. You see this in like every Korean drama ever. More Pokemon stuff. I think we can go upstairs and enjoy this on the terrace. Up here on the terrace they have all these locks. It says, please do not block the view. I think they're all blocking the view. All of them. It's pretty cool though. You can buy locks here. Again, automatic vending machine. What a surprise. More automation. Chocolate, pretty good. It's like a vanilla chocolate stuffed cookie. Before I head back to my hotel and check in, I'm gonna have my favorite Korean dish. It's very simple, but arguably I think it's one of the best. You guys can probably tell I'm a little bit out of my element when it comes to filming just because I don't really speak the language that well, so it's a little awkward for me still, but I'll get there. Gotta love that backup sound from the car. I think one of the things I really like about Korea too is the fact that it's like, while it is like a developed country, great quality of life, you still get like just street food like this on the side of the road that you can come and eat. And it's just like a nice combination of just like quiet, clean, again, high quality of life, but then still things I love about places like Vietnam where it's street food and outgoing people and it's friendly. And here it is. This is my hotel. This place was like 70 bucks a night, so great freaking deals. Cheaper than the place I stayed at in Saigon. 1316 is my room. Oh, this is pretty nice. This is not bad at all. Small, but I mean, nice view. Gorgeous. 70 bucks a night. I mean, it's really not that bad. At least I don't think it's that bad. I think it's pretty good. What is this? Order system. What is this? More automation. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Okay. Wow. Let's see. Choose delicious foods from tablet. After ordering, proceed to payment. Oh, you can pay directly on here. I see the card thing. That's so cool. So I can order. This is great. I think this is like, it says it's, is it 24 hours? This is so convenient. Again, it's like no human interaction, but just, even the food is delivered by a robot. Prepared food delivered by robot. Literally no human interaction. Okay, what do they have? I know I just ate that mulnaengmyeon, but I would not be opposed to a few other things. Ooh, fried chicken. How can you say no to fried chicken? Cheese, mustard, seasoned boneless chicken. Honey Supreme seasoned boneless chicken. Oh my gosh. Oh, buldak. I love spicy too. That looks so good. Okay. Cheese mustard it is. And we gotta get something to drink with this. Cheers. Was it Cheersung? Cheersung? I don't know how to pronounce it. That looks good. Order. You can split the bill too. I don't have anyone to split it with though. Except maybe you guys. Do you guys want to split the bill with me? Okay, insert card. Okay, insert card. Click it. Okay. Success! That was about 15 bucks or so. Nice. And I guess it'll be delivered in, I don't know, there's a QR code. 15, 20 minutes or something. I'm gonna wait for that food to be delivered, and then I'm gonna talk a little bit more about visa and stuff like that, because that was really important for me making my decision to move here as well. Hello? I think it's saying it. Okay. I think the robot's here. I think that's what it was saying. Can you guys see through this? There's the robot. Hello, sir. Nice to see you. Yes, that's me. Nice. What is this? What is this? What's the sauce? That's it, and I just click this, I guess, to close it. Thank you.
안녕하세요. 제가 먼저 가도 될까요? 열심히 작업 수행 중입니다. 협조해 주세요.
And then it just goes. Okay. Thank you. Not a single human interaction. The only human interaction I had all day was checking into the hotel and buying something at a convenience store. This is nice. So got the drink. And then with the chicken, you get like some kimchi. There's like pickled radish. And then, oh, this chicken looks really good. I love Korean fried chicken. Oh, that looks so good. Let me get it in the right light. That looks so freaking good. Okay, so we need to talk. That's really good too. Let's talk visa. So the fact of the matter is that because I don't have like a traditional job, it's really hard for me to get a visa in most, especially in Asian countries. Not as hard in like Europe and countries like that so much, because you know they're kind of used to it, but very hard in Asia. That's pretty good. You get little pieces of tteokbokki too. I don't exactly know what this is. Oh, is this coffee? I think they just sent me coffee. I don't exactly know why, but I'll take coffee. So the visa I am on, or going to be on, is an F1D visa. I already got approved for it. It's essentially like Korea's digital nomad visa. But it was really easy to get. And so that played a big part in me wanting to move here. It was just like very fast, very clear. The requirements were very clear. The documents, that you needed to have were very clear. I sent it in and it was approved within like 4 days. Which, guys, I'll just be honest, after like Vietnam, I went through such a headache in Vietnam because I opened a company, like a business visa, and that was just a nightmare. It was a nightmare. It took forever to do. I think it took like 10 months for me to get the visa. You heard that right, 10 months. It took 4 days for me to get a year visa for Korea. And this year visa is extendable by a year, so it's really a 2-year visa. But it took me 10 months to do this company, and then like, I travel so much for work that my passport filled up. And so once I got my like resident card, the passport filled up, and then after like 2-3 months, I needed to change I had to get a new passport. Excuse me. I had to get a new passport. It was gonna take like 2 months to get all the documents ready because they have to like go back and like fix like business documents and stuff. And so I ended up just closing the company and said screw it. So it was a big pain in the butt, and that's just part of the reason why it's just so nice here. Like Korea took 4 days for the visa. You come here, you get a temporary resident card. I get a lot of the perks that come with being a long-term resident here, which is like I get fast entry, I think, at the airport. I mean, it's already fast even without like fast entry, but I get to go like in line with the Koreans and use the auto gates, I'm pretty sure. And then just nice things where it's like, I already asked, like, I'm pretty sure if I change passports, I literally just go online and change my passport number connected to my temporary resident card. It takes like less than like 10 minutes. You do it online. You may have to, I'm not 100% sure, but that's just what I've read. It seems very easy. And so that was a big part in me wanting to move here. That, and also like just countries and stuff aside, Korea is a great location. It's an easy flight back to America if I want to go visit family. It's close to places like Japan and China that I'm really interested in. It's not that far from Vietnam, which I like going back to visit. Thailand's right there. India's not too far. I go to India and I film a lot of videos there because I love the food. And so that's not too far. It's just a great location. It's not the best, but with everything else combined, visa, quality of life, food, I love the food here. It just seems to make sense. Now I'll say the only thing, and this is why I still haven't 100% committed to Korea. Because anyway, what has to happen anyway is like I have to get an ARC, which is like, it's like the temporary residence card for foreigners. And you schedule an appointment. That takes around a month to get the card. And then after that, that's when you go and you rent an apartment. So I'm going to have about a month to feel it out, make sure I really like it, and then start looking at apartments. I'm a little wary of the apartments here because when I looked online, they look like a lot of them seem like they don't really have like windows, or the windows are just like I really like having a nice space to come home to, especially because like I work at home a lot, so I like having a nice apartment. And the apartments online, I'm not gonna lie, did not look that nice. The bathrooms look like they're from like the 1800s, and like it's very, very small, which I don't mind small per se, but I definitely don't want like moldy or just like weirdly designed homes with like no natural light and stuff. So I'm sure good homes exist. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to get in and see how the homes are, because I am a little bit picky when it comes to a living space, just because I am at home so much. I don't go to an office. But overall, I think Korea is going to be the right decision. I had thought about trying like New York City just because it's so diverse. Like out of every place in the U.S., like I think New York City is definitely my favorite, probably one of my favorite places in the world, honestly. You get people from every country, which I love. You get public transport. Yes, it's not nearly as clean and safe as it is here in Korea, but you still get it, and it's still pretty good. Like people shit on New York City public transport, but I really don't think it's that bad. Yes, it is not clean. I will 100% give you that, but overall, like in terms of just like doing what it's supposed to do, getting you from point A to point B, it does that very well. One of the best in the world at that. I mean, you can't compare it to Asian public transport. Asian public transport in general, like Japan, Korea, China, way better. The only thing is, it's just like getting out of the US is always a pain in the butt when it comes to flights. It's so far from everything. And honestly, Korea is a fair amount cheaper than New York City, rent-wise. I mean, New York City, I'm looking at like 2,000 to 5,000 depending on where I want to live, you know? And it's just like, it feels stupid to spend that much on rent. Especially when like, I don't have a job in New York City. Like my job is online with YouTube. So it's like living in New York City just didn't really make sense right now. Maybe in a few years I'll come back and I'll try it. But right now, it doesn't really make sense. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts again. But hope you guys will be along with me for the ride. I think it's going to be a fun experience. I think either way, learning Korean will be a great tool for me to learn. Having lived in Korea, I think I'll learn a lot. It's something different, you know, from what I experienced previously. I'd love to hear your experiences if you've lived here before. I guess I'm going to finish up this fried chicken and get some rest because I am pretty freaking tired. I haven't slept since I arrived, so cheers. See you in the next video. Look at this truck, it has eyes on it. That's so funny.